finding. Focus on discovering the factual basis of any situation. Separate fact from fiction and ensure that your conclusions are grounded in reality. Fact finding is essential for accurate understanding. Next card we have is the clarity of purpose. Define your goals and objective. Define your goals and objective clearly. Understand the purpose behind your actions and decisions. A clear sense of purpose will guide you effectively through your endeavors. Last but least, we have the unveiling veil. Remove any illusions or misconceptions. Face the reality of any situation or of a situation with honesty. Allow yourself to see things clearly without being influenced or biased by bias or emotion. Mm, let's see what this fact finder is about. Hmm. With these click energies, you never know. So the first card we have is a child. There's something about a child or children. It's only to be finding the truth about a child, information or facts. Either a child or children in general. So the first card we have child. So this is all about focusing on discovering the factual basis of any situation and separating fact from fiction. Okay, so we have child. Why do we have child? Money? Oh my god. We have child and money. There's something about child and money. I also heard adapting. I also heard adopting a child for money. This could be a child asking for money, or this could be a child receiving money, giving money, or being received money. Okay. We have child and money, or something about money surrounding a child or children. Yeah, so we have fake death. This could be faking a child's death for money, or using a child to death for money or to receive money. This could be parent figures. Something about cutting loose ends, but let's move on. So we have child money and fake death. Someone could be faking a child's death for money, as I said, or this is someone that is trying to harm a child so that they can receive money. Something surrounding money. I'm not just that. I want to see what their intentions are before I go further. Yeah, justice. Okay, so we have justice. Something about receiving justice for a child, or a child going to receive justice, but then we have fake death. And this is someone is going to. I also heard this could be someone that is using a child in vain, or as a cover up for money. But then we have justice, so someone's going to be put in handcuffs, or they're going to get the slap on the wrist. Whatever it is, justice, something about justice going to be made. Or this could be someone, like I said, this could be someone that is receiving justice for a child, or this is someone that is receiving money from the justice system for a child, or this could be anything. This could be child support. alimony, adoption. You have crime of passion. Just okay. Okay, this is someone that doesn't use their common sense. More honestly, especially if they have a child or they and this is someone that's probably not even thinking about that child. They're just thinking about getting into more crime. Because clearly it says crime is passion, or they just have a passion for just being a funny. I said funny, being a fucking criminal. And it's something surrounding money. But let's move forward. We have crime as passion. And it's just someone that picked that up. Yeah, it's just someone that, only pretend to do something or pretend to act on something. And it's just someone that's either going to prison or they feel in prison. Because clearly we have justice, crime, and passion then in prison. So clearly, this is someone that is being prepared or they're getting ready to go to jail. Or this is someone that already has money put up or saved before they go back in or before they go get apprehended and handcuffed. And this is someone that feels trapped or in prison by a child. I said by a child. Or they feel that way. And that's at the bottom. Yeah, surveillance is something that's been caught on camera, or something has been seen or exposed or looked into on camera. So we have surveillance at the bottom. Yeah, this is someone that is in their ego. Yeah, because intuition never lies. So this is someone that knows that something is about to go down or they're going down. Yeah, because living in an ego, doing things out of ego, will lead them to exactly where they belong. That's why something has been caught on camera, seen, or exposed. This is someone that want you to see or I also heard this is someone that want you to do the olive branch because they have a child or they think that the child is going to keep them from doing crazy things or being more you know reckless in whatever the fuck they're doing. But a child is surrounding that. That's interesting. But I want you with the real intention. What is being caught on camera? What is being seen or exposed? Either way. Either way. So this is someone that wants to brag about a child. Or this could be, like I said, this could be a newborn, this could be children or toddlers. So this is someone that is going to brag about a child. Okay, it says, I can't wait to tell you the amazing things that happened to me. So a child. This could be for a child, about a child. Or children. Yeah, greedy. Like I said, this is someone that's just greedy. Greedy for money or just greedy for something to do because of a child or because they have a child. And this is someone that wants to come near you or around you because, they're money hungry. But they're just greedy. But they're surrounded by crime and passion. Or they have to do what they have to do in order to take care of a child or their child. But it's just money and greed. And this is someone that's just greedy after money or that's just their main, you know, thing is money. to receive money for a child or to get money for a child only for the greedy, selfish reason. Yeah, but this is who they are. This is their real intention. Their real intention, it says, I'm mad at you, I'm unhappy, and I want you to feel as badly as I do. Like I said, this is someone that's just using the tower to cover up so that you can feel sorry for them, or forgive them, or accept their nonsense, or tolerate their nonsense. Not happening. Not when you have greed and yelling. I don't think so. This is someone that knows that something is going to go down, or they feel let down because you are receiving justice, or they just don't like the word justice, or this is someone that is going to be held accountable for their actions, and they must, be held accountable for their actions. But something is surrounding a child. So this is someone that just chooses crime of passion over a child or their child, and that's going to lead them to prison or to being in prison. Literally. Yeah. And this is someone that just like to go back and forth. They just like to argue. They just like to go back and forth, clearly. Because they know something is coming in the future. Something is ending. Because I'm thinking ahead and what I want a relationship would be in the future. There's no relationship with something or someone that's just greedy for money. Or they're just using, money in vain. Over a child. Okay, we have child. This is someone that's thinking about the future of a child or children. Not when you're surrounded with money and crime passion. I don't think so. But let's move on. Yeah, love. And they call that love into someone that's just greedy. Like I said, this could be someone that could be guilt tripping you and calling it love. Because I love you and I only want to add happiness to your life. No, they don't. Not when money and greed is surrounded. Because that's the only, mission. And they call it love, and they're just going to put love on top of it. As a cover up. Yeah, uninterested. It's just I prefer to keep my focus on my own life right now. Exactly. Meanwhile, this other individual, they know that they're gonna be in prison, or they feel in prison. Either way. Yeah. So you could be uninterested and just be focused on your life, while this person, on the other hand, had a child or children, or that they need to love on or be near instead of using them in vain or as a cover up for money. And this is what they're aiming for: money, greed, and they call it love, or they call it, passion. Mm-mm. Yeah. Let's see what that is. There's something surrounding a child, justice, money. Someone could be faking their death, or this is someone that could have just, planned this attack. I don't know why her planning attack on a child or children just for money. Like I said, it could be anything. Someone could be like a guardian of a child or children. This could be simply just giving up, a child for adoption. I also heard someone could be an orphan. So let's Let's move on. This could be someone that's literally bragging about a tire and they're just about to get ready to get into some dumb shit. Normally, they're about to face with handcuffed or they know or they feel it. And they're surrounded by you. Either way. Like I said, this could be about a tire. It says love and child. And the fact that we have love at the bottom. This is someone that needs to focus solely on their child or children. Or something significant about two children. Or someone can have two children. Uh, so we have love and child. This is someone that literally needs to love on their child instead of, trying to be all into crime or passion. This is their thing. They just love. I'm about to say they just love. They're just very passionate about being a fucking criminal rather than focusing on a child, man or woman. So we just never. Yeah, this is someone that's bumping heads with another individual. Like I said, this is someone that's arguing or agreeing or disagreeing about money, or they're finding a common ground about money, or they're like I said, this could be someone that's bumping heads with another individual about money. Let's see what the yelling is about. Yeah, something that's too late. And this could be something about a fake death led to a real death because something is too late, or this individual is too late. What they try to do is too late. And what they planned is too late. And this is someone that literally want you to get to you into taking in a child or their child. Something is too late. But we're gonna move forward. Something is too late, or they just run out of time or out of option to do something. This could be about your gift or your ability to do something in the future. About a child to level. I'm about to say level 100 child, but it says spiritual gift. So someone's gonna use their spiritual gift for the right reasons. Yeah, and get away from a psycho, crazy, obsessive, ex that won't let go. But they call it love. Someone that is overly obsessed, crazy, and a psycho, they're both the same. Yeah, and this is someone that is eager, very eager to do something, but yet they call it love. No. No, 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 no. Something about setting boundaries or setting healthy boundaries. To meditate, to rejuvenate, to renew yourself, or get away from a crazy ex. And this is someone that is literally figuring out ways, or this is someone that could be saving their money, building their money, or working on their money to get away from a crazy ex, or staying away from a crazy ex that they are uninterested in. So, or trying to get away from, or run away from. Okay. Or protect their child from, or their children. Yeah, this is someone that's living in the moment. This is someone that wants to live in the moment, but you could be uninterested in them. And like I said, this is someone that literally want you to give to you into, forgiving them or seeing them, or noticing them because they have a child, or this is about thinking about a child. Or this could be about bringing in a child, but like I said, something is too late. You could be living in the moment. You could be living this person, this crazy individual that won't let go, that can't let go, but that just won't stop bumping heads. but they expect you, to feel sorry for them just because they have a child or they have, something that, they can get tripped over, but that's not gonna happen. Yeah, something about cutting, ties with someone or cutting cords. We have karmic ties. And this could be like a karmic lesson. Someone could be married with children, or someone could be committed with children. Or this could be someone that you were once married to. Oh my goodness. Someone could have like an affair with someone in an office. And someone could have like a child out of it. Someone could be bringing a child out of a marriage or out of a relationship. Man, something about getting, I would say something about getting away from a crazy spouse or a crazy lover or a crazy ex. And also something about, thinking of a child or thinking of the children. But something is too late. When someone is running out of time or they know that they don't have a lot of time left, that's interesting. I want to see. But they're surrounded by those, crime of passion. Okay, something about wait. So, spirits say wait. Something about waiting for the right time to do something. I'm about to say, or being smarter with your decisions or your actions or your whereabouts. You know, in order to escape. Yeah, within a year. So something could have happened a year ago. Or this could be a 1 year old. A child could be 1 year old. Yeah, within 2 weeks. I also heard January 2nd. So something could have happened 2 weeks ago, or something can happen 2 weeks from now. Or something significant about a year and 2 weeks. Yeah, we have within 18 months. We have February 18th could be significant. And January 18th. What about this crazy psycho X? Yeah, in February, so something could happen in February. I did mention February 18th and February 1st. Okay, January 1st and January 18th. Or February 2nd could be significant. Yeah, within 2 years. Something about the number 2 could be significant. 22. So we have within 2 years. If someone knows that their time is up or something is just up and running. Something about a child could be 2 years old, a year old, or 2 weeks old. But we do have child, so or 18 months, or 18 years old. Okay, let's move on. I have within 3 months, or something about a 3 month old. Something about children. Something about the numbers, or something that's adding up. So February 3rd could be significant. March the 2nd could be significant. March the 18th could be significant. March the 22nd could be significant. February 22nd. January 22nd could be significant. But it says wait. So something about perfect timing or wait on the right timing. Yeah. But at the same time, this individual doesn't respect your boundaries. So I did mention something about boundaries. Setting healthy boundaries with someone. And this is someone that literally wants to trick you out of, setting boundaries with them so they can slither their way in. Or so that they can, break those boundaries again. Ain't happening. Yeah, so they can harm a recycle or someone that's just gifted or talented at what they do, or someone that just serves the truth. That's, you know, their plan because something's wrong with their money or something is, like I said, something's wrong with the money around a crime is passion. Like I said, something's being caught on camera, seen, or exposed on camera. And to someone that want you to look at something or look, deeply into something or deeply into a child. I don't know how deeply into a child. Or focus on a child. And this could be someone that is escaping a child, running away from a child, or running away from their responsibilities. Or this is someone that just chooses to do so they can continue their crime of fuckery. But let's move on. Sometimes some people, they just don't care for what's important to them or what matters to them. And they just continue to do dumb shit and they wonder why. Something significant about a correctional officer. This individual could be surrounded by correctional officers, or they're being watched or seen, or they're being under surveillance or under watch by, a correctional officer, also a parole officer, parolee, or a probation officer. Moving on, so we have government employee. Okay, we have fallen angels. Yeah, gay, bi, man, or woman. This person has daddy issues. Yeah, but they don't like condoms. What's the point of having a child or children if you don't, if you can't take care of your responsibilities, Okay. Moving on. This could be a man beetle, woman beetle. We have man beetle. Yeah, we have comic baby mama. Like I said, this could be, a masculine or a feminine. But moving on, you never know. It says abusive man or woman. Like I said, someone who is abusive, or this is someone who likes to abuse man or woman. And this is someone that needs to cut, karmic ties with an individual that beats from them, stalks them, watches them, talk to them any type of way. If you are masculine, this could be like a comic baby mom or a comic ex-wife, or like I said, something about thinking about the child or putting the child before nonsense. Okay. Yeah, this is someone that is shocked about something. They're gonna be shocked. This could be like an ex-boss or ex-lover or a crazy, baby daddy or a crazy baby mama. Either way. So if someone is shocked about something, their life is gonna be shaken up because they're gonna find the truth about something, or they're gonna look deep into something. But this is someone that doesn't respect your boundaries, you know? They don't respect your boundaries, but they're shocked. They're shocked that, you're not allowing them or tolerating their nonsense. Why should you? This could be a family member that's gonna be shocked, or they feel shocked. You have military, man and woman. something about Facebook or something can be seen on Facebook. Yeah, something that's hungover. It's hungover. There's some, what is it? Something about hanging over someone's head. You have cancer. It says you're a hit woman fell in love. So, like I said, the only reason why they don't respect the boundaries is because they know that the person that they hire or try to hire, yeah, they could be going down as well. In order, yeah, because they try to sacrifice you, or this is about sacrificing a child, and this is what they want to do. This is what they try to do. Yeah, this person has two relationships. Something about a group chat or group messaging. And it says watch your children closely. Last but least, we have Instagram. So something significant about Instagram. Yes, this person is a backstabber, but they want you to watch their children closely, or something about watching children in general. Okay. So, you don't, respect their boundaries, but they're a backstabber. Yeah, something about watching children and watching a child. I don't some shit, but they're the one that's abusive. They're the one that's the backstabber. They're the ones that trying to get you in the middle of their crime of bullshit so that you can hurt them or take a tire in, Or break boundaries. Confirmation or break boundaries. Ain't happening. There's still karmic lessons that needs to be learned. Especially when you deal with someone like that. You're surrounded with someone like that. So let's move on. Yeah, it says dark entities are using these people to work against you. Well, they are working against themselves. Clearly, because if they don't see the bigger picture, something is really wrong with them. And if money is their only, accomplishment for a child, then this can be parents at all. Man or woman. But let's move on. Yeah, so spreading rumors about you. This is someone that is not focused on what matters to them, but they're worried about spreading rumors. They need to be worried about how they're going to care for a child that they claim that they love, or they're loving. Or a children, either way. Like, this is someone that needs to put their child or children first. But like I said, this is someone that is not thinking clearly, or they just choose not to use their common sense. Clearly. Because if this what matters to them, then they should focus on this. Like really. Because why us let a child come first? Come on first. So, this is someone that needs to focus on their child, or their children, or they already are. So this individual right here, this backstabber, this is someone that wants to cross the line, cross that boundary again, so that you can feel sorry for them because they have a child or they have something new. Or this could be about your rebirth, or something new that's coming into your life, or that's coming into your life. But yeah, you need to focus on that child, or that specific child or children. Yeah, it's intentional. They don't realize that they are sending you the evil eye or the action. They realize it. They just don't want you to realize it. That they are trying to, cross those boundaries. Yeah, I think the remote being missing into your life with their mind, yeah, because they want to see something, or they want to watch for something. Yeah, because they are talking. Okay, they're talking. Because they are turning others against you. It's just what they want. They need to be turning towards their child or children instead of trying to recruit leaders. That's what they need to go focused. They need to be focused on changing diapers, and making bottles. That's what they should be doing. those, who are irresponsible. We're not talking for all parents. We're just talking about the ones who just choose to do dumb things behind the scenes. Moving time is up. And the one out of time, the jig is up. Then we're gonna move forward. So, like I said, I'm not speaking for all parents. I'm just speaking for the ones who just continue, to do dumb shit and not focus on health. Yeah, just leave your fears behind because they are stopping this relationship from blossoming. Or this is someone that wants to stop a new connection, or this is someone that wants you to take care of them, or choose them and that child over someone that you are loving on, or you choose to be with. Okay, if you're leaving your fears behind and being fearless about something, or take action. Yeah, it says unconditional love. It says the love between you and your person is eternal. Nothing or no one can take it away from you. To someone that wants to block any connection because they expect you to love them and their child or them and their children. Like I said, we don't mind loving on their children, but the real issue is if it's just surrounded by money, or harming a child or faking a death of a child because of money, and then calling it love, and then you're surrounded by trauma, passion, I don't think so. That's not love, and then on top of that, it's just someone that's just being, obsessed, can't let go, bumping heads, fighting, arguing. That's just a waste of time, a waste of breath. So a waste of energy, if you ask me. Yeah, we have different paths. If you are not on the same path, you're not on the same page with the person you have in mind. The direction you want to move into are different. And this is someone that wants you to follow their footsteps. You know, this could be someone that you have different paths with. You're both not going into the same direction. The direction that you want to go are different than the ones that, this individual is going towards. Yeah, it says be present. You will attract love by enjoying your life as it is. Wherever you are, we are there. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, we have physical empath. So someone could be a physical empath or a retired empath. Like I said, it's just someone that want you to show empathy towards them because they have a child. Something about soda can. It's that the ability to feel the symptoms of others' illness, sympathy, pain for someone in labor, or even inconsistent energy levels. So think about, I also have a physical therapist. So think about physical therapy. Look at that. So we have physical empath. This could be someone, like I said, they could be, still in taking care of children. And like I said, this could be someone that is good at taking care of children. Not everyone is, but, that's their mission to do this right. But on the other hand, This is not the individual. This is someone who chooses, you know, to do things, to do nonsense and not focus on, romantic, versus someone who is actually, you know, still and actually doing, the job. So, two different individuals, two different tasks. But the individual that I'm talking about, this is someone that is crazy and they're just not thinking straight. They just choose to be crazy just because they have a tie with someone, or they feel like they are entitled to do something because they have a tie with the individual, or they just feel the need to, And those two recognitions are the ability to perceive future events, or this is what's happening in the future, or someone is planning this for the future, or someone could be planning for the future, or thinking ahead. I also heard, breaking generational trust because let's move on. Not everyone wants to break trust. Oh wow. Yeah, the word call, yeah, something that's ending, something that's closing out. 21. Also, if something is closing out on a crazy ex or a crazy individual, and for someone that wants to do something before something closes or ends. Yeah, we have patience and trust. If someone needs to have a lot of patience and trust in something or in themselves. 65. Or this is someone's patience. I also heard someone had a lot of patience for a child or children. And they're doing their best to. I don't know. Still have the Empress, number 3. March 21st to be significant. This is someone that wants to close out a cycle for you. Because they have a child or children to focus on. And we have a June, so common sense. 333. Anybody using common sense? 33. Yeah, so someone wants liberation and freedom. But in order to have that, they must, close out, old cycles. And then they can just focus on what matters to them the most. And about freedom, yeah. The real question is, are you a victim or are you a warrior? 68. For some people, they like to play the victim role just because they want you to feel sorry for them or they just want you, if they have a child, they think that that child is going to, be used as a cover up. Let me talk about that. Yeah, so this is someone that definitely has common sense, and they're just gonna use their, patience. So use their patience, they're gonna have a lot of patience or something. But they're very patient. or there could be no reason to close out a cycle. Yeah, this is someone that never has the facts, makes up shit, lies, that rumors because they know something is closing out, something is ending for good. Yeah. And then, like I said, this is someone that is patiently waiting for you to accept their daily offer or to accept their kind of bullshit. And they want to get you mixed into their bullshit so that you can get caught up. Also has caught up. So that explains why the rates come out. So yeah, they're reading. They're having a plan or they're just very, strategic about something. Yeah, planning this move. Mhm. Ain't that some shit? But they want you to shut their dirty off. Yeah, this is someone that is running from the hills. Someone could be exercising, or someone used to run on a fucking, road dog. But like I said, this is someone that's running from the facts or running from the truth. And this is someone that's just running with lies, a bunch of lies. Yeah, this is someone that wants you to have a bad reputation. They want to give you a name, a bad reputation because they have a dirty offer. They want you to accept their dirty offer or take their dirty offer. Yeah, because they are running from the facts, they are running from the truth, and they just choose not to accept reality for what it is. Or who the person that they're dealing with, you know. That's in reality. Yeah, this is someone that is a divination abuser. They abuse their power, they abuse their gifts. They could be very unbothered. There's the same shit, different day. Nothing changing with this individual. They're still peeking, they're still watching. In the head a lot. Because you could be ignoring them or ignoring their offer. This could be any dirty offer that they already want to offer or they want to give you. And this could be someone that's just making up lies and shit. Saying that you are receiving dirty offers or you have something dirty with them because they have a bad reputation. So they're just running with it. Or running with a bunch of fucking lies or nonsense. Because they want to stop the relationship from blossoming. Or they want to stop real life from, blossoming. Because they have to tolerate the nonsense that they're tolerating. Instead of letting the collective be free. You know. Let's move on. Yeah. So regardless of this individual that wants to guilt trip you into, loving them and care for them, or before they want you to close out the cycle on them, they want you to accept their dirty offer. But don't forget that they were, the backstabbers. They were, trying to turn others against you. Others try to use others against you. But like I said, this is something, deeper than money itself. This is someone that is not thinking straight, that is not thinking about their tired or children, or they just choose not to. They know something is going down, something is about to go down, or they're going down. or they have feel let down, or to someone that feels in prison, or they're gonna be in prison, or this is someone that literally wants to give you a bad reputation because, or a bad name because they have to focus on what's important to them. So, either way, some people do what they want to do, but this individual is not doing what they're supposed to do. But, we're gonna move forward. Not everyone, chooses to do the right thing. They just assume what they are. They just act like they are. Like I said, this is deeper than money itself, deeper than what it seems like, what it looks like. So you have to look beyond the surface. So, keep your eyes open anywhere. Like I said, this is not all for parents, figures. These are only for the ones who think I do dumb shit. I'm not using their intellect. I'm not using their common sense. So, this is someone that's just, chooses to act reckless and still be out there as they choose to be and not, not about what's nice for them. But yet, they want to give you a dirty offer. Yet, they always making up shit lies and running with it. If they don't want you to be loved or feel loved, like I said, this is someone that wants you to take care of them. They feel like they are entitled for you to take care of them. And they're entitled. This is someone that just, should have never, get it with someone knowingly who they are, what they are, and what they did. So, the choice is theirs. That's their fate, their destiny, so they're going to have to figure it out down the line. Now, man or woman, so like I said, this is someone that needs to, you know, think of a better plan or escape route. To take care of that child or take care of, those ones. So let's move forward. You know what I mean? Like I said, there are some, good single parents, and not a lot of them. So we're gonna move forward. I had to put that out there. Now, we have to move forward. Hmm. Yeah, and it says, what is your heart is telling you? What is your heart telling you? Hmm. Yes, protection. Think about protection or protecting children, having a lot of protection within. Because it says watch your children closely. So this is about protection, or this is someone that has a lot of protection around them or surrounding them. So this is why, it's going to be near or around. But like I said, if someone sees the protection you have, and they know, number one, like I said, regardless of this individual, think about being knowledgeable about something. 34. I also heard 1:34 p.m. And this could be someone that has a lot of wisdom or a lot of, patience, a lot of, time, or the focus, the energy, and time on their child or protecting their child or children. Either way, this is someone that knows that you are protected or you have something surrounding you that's protected. Either way, moving on. So, regardless of, the dirty offer, the individual or entity or whoever this is that wants to make up lies, they're just running from their truth, running from their problems, and they expect you to just sit there and tolerate them. No. This is someone that must face their reality. They must face the truth, accept the truth, and own up to it. And take accountability, for their actions rather than, you know, having you to feel guilty or, guilt trip you into, them backstabbing again or, you know, or tolerating their bullshit. So either way, regardless of this individual, just know that protection is always around you, near you, by you, surrounding you. It's just that this individual is too closed off to see that, you know? The only difference with this individual and you or the collective, like I said, the collective are free, but at the same time, if you do have children, if you do have a child, just, be sure that you are protecting them for the right reason and not a dumb reason. But, moving on. Sometimes some people, they don't see the bigger picture, but we're gonna move forward. So, this is something about protection or having a lot of protection around you or someone or just if they want. But this is you being protected, so either way, we're gonna move forward. So, that is justice for a child or something surrounding a child. So, something about protection, justice, and common sense. So, that's how you separate facts from fiction, facts from lies, because, some of these individuals, they're just closed off. They just have no common sense at all. And the more you see it, the more you just wonder why. You just wonder why. Why you just choose to break generational curses. But some people, they don't think goodness. They just go ahead and just do what they please. But then the real question is, are they willing to protect, the child that they claim that they love, or the children that they love? You know? But like I said, I wasn't speaking for all people. I'm only speaking for the irresponsible ones. Okay. The ones that are actually taking care of their children, the ones that know what to do, this is not for you. So, this is someone that's literally, thinking and saying some dumb shit because they know something is closing out. They're not even focused on the picture, the bigger picture. So let's move forward. So, regardless of this, unintentional attack or someone that's just being a fucking lunatic or a crazy motherfucker because they can't, you know, take care of their responsibilities. So like I said, regardless of this individual, they need to just focus on, focus on them, But in order to keep those boundaries up, to have those boundaries put up, protect yourself, most importantly, and First of all, protection, like literally. And people that want you to protect their bad reputation or accept their bad reputation, or give it the program. No, I'm not helping. So that they can continue to abuse or to break those boundaries. I'm not helping. So, that's unveiling the veil. Taking off their mask or exposing, their mask, their hidden, intention. Their purpose is to attack and not protect this higher or certain, but yet, they expect you to accept or tolerate them just because it's children involved or it's higher anything involved. Anyway, moving forward. So regardless of this attack or whoever this lunatic is, just know that in order to, to feel protected or having a lot of protection or being surrounded by protection is, I'm about to say one for the head, like literally. Before it gets too hectic. Because, when it gets to this, confirmation, when it gets to this, there's no stopping this individual. When it leads to this, there's no stopping this individual. So the best way is to, think smarter and not harder, and also use your common sense, use your intellect. By doing something patiently, and thinking ahead. Because you don't want to deal with this individual. You don't want to be near this when, this happens. So, regardless of this, whoever this is, this person, just know that protection is always near, protection is always surrounding you. You just have to use your common sense and think smarter. So regardless, of this individual that wants to break your boundaries, just know that protection is all around you. Focus on the bigger picture. Focus on the prize. And watch your children closely. That's what matters the most. So, regardless of this individual, use your common sense.